fly out over the jungle, the cold of the wind grazing my arms and legs. There's a happiness to this. Floating up above, the problems of the world down below are small and far away. But as I look down, I realize that I cannot occupy this plane of thought for long. There are things to do this night, a mistake to be fixed. I angle my body down and glide into the jungle. As I levitate near a large branch and amongst the trees, the woods seem quiet except for a few creatures scurrying down below and roaming the nearby branches. Wind moves through and causes branches to move a little. A lion or a tiger calls out in the distance. With the call, I remember the tiger from earlier and I take out my pencil. The rider becomes visible over in front of me, and suddenly my body turns transparent like a ghost. Now I may go about my search for nary a disturbance from the local animals. I fly through the jungle and search every tree and bush as closely as I can. Shadows coat the surroundings, hiding, I'm assuming, the more dangerous creatures from sight. From time to time, I float down to the ground and search the grasses and bushes, but the object of my search does not reveal himself. Alexander, I call out in brief intervals as I'm afraid to reveal my presence to the area. Here and there, I spot a few tigers and leopards. They walk across the grass or sit on branches, waiting for invisibility. Yet the animals appear to sniff the air when I pass, reminding me that invisibility alone cannot protect me from the strong sense of smell of the jungle's denizens. I must find Alexander quickly. The longer I fly through the jungle, I wish for more things in Alexander's location. I crave sleep in a comfortable bed, answers for everything, some idea of what I am, and to be done with this place, once and for all. Pain groan reaches my ears. I see Alexander lying in an open area upon thick grass. Even from here, I can spot the intestines lying beside him. I fly down at him, hoping that I'm not too late. Alexander, I exclaim, touching down to the grass by his side. Oh, there you are. Alexander turns his head to me. The moonlight reveals his pale, facial features. Sorry, I should have followed after you sooner. I draw the pencil and look over his wound. Up close, blood and intestines spilled out of his side, creating a puddle of scarlet guts. Long, bloody marks cover the rest of his body and face. They appear to be left by a tiger, one that I escaped from just that afternoon. It is okay. It was my foolishness that brought me here. That's what I get, right? Thinking that I'm lucky and invincible. Turns out that I'm not of those things. Alexander glances at his wound. You should go. I don't want that tiger to come back and find you. Um, I do not fear any tiger. I look over the ghastly wound once more. And you have no reason to fear death. I'm going to save you, okay? Think of the words in my mind. The ones that will stitch flesh together and make Alexander whole once more. Alexander reaches out and pushes my pencil down. No, don't, he asks weakly. Don't. You'll die if I don't do this. I gesture at Alexander's body. True, I will, but may I ask for something different? Looks at me. Name it quickly, I reply. Let me die and send me up there. Alexander points at the stars above. You know that I love to dance. Love it from my heart, but I've always wanted to dance in the stars, to feel night and day upon my skin, to dance among stars, planets, and asteroids, to be a part of something greater. More life would be great, but what if now is my only chance to dance amongst stars? To live my dream. Shouldn't I take that opportunity? You're willing to die for that dream, I ask? Of course. Alexander says weakly, and his breathing sounds shallower and slower. I leave it up to you. But if I had to pick, the stars and sky is where I want to go. Alexander's eyes close, and he appears to have fallen conscious. As I sit there, I wonder on Alexander's words. Should I carry out what I want to do, or do what he wants? Alexander's body fades away and drifts up into the night sky. There, Alexander takes shape once more and dances amongst the stars, as he always wanted, for the rest of time. I draw these words in the air with my hand on Alexander's chest. Alexander's body evaporates into tiny specks, bit by bit. Sit back and watch as Alexander's body completely disintegrates into blue specks, which are caught in the wind and float up into the sky. The blue particles of Alexander drift farther and farther up as I watch them go. Then I see the outline of Alexander amongst the stars. The features are the same color as the stars. More and more blue specks lift up and fill in his clothes, his wide grin and his dancing legs. And like that, he dances up there smiling. I'm glad to help you, Alexander, I whisper as I take off from the ground into the sky. Just about to turn around and head back to camp, I see a long, transparent barrier in the distance. Beyond it, there's nothing but white. Take off with it for it, for only curiosity in my mind. Reaching a second to see there's nothing beyond it. Trees and vegetation stop the barrier as well. Very odd, I think to myself. I move closer to the barrier and put my hand on it. It is rock solid, like the tough as the walls. Anger thunders for me. Katie never did mention this to me. Why wouldn't she say something about this? I turn around and head back to camp for both answers and rest. Anger fueling my flight.